What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and I had to put up another KOF video today because this is extremely exciting news and a little bit of a downer, but we will get to that. So I speculated in the last video that BS Geese would probably be more than likely a purple attack character, and that Kryzalid would be a yellow and more than likely probably a balance or maybe even a defensive character. And I was a little right and I was a little wrong. And what am I talking about? Well, in the forums, they actually released this right after I posted up that video. So in the update notice, you actually get to find out quite a few details about the upcoming BS event. So, we're going to get new fighters, which we already knew. We got the Hall of Fame event. We got new Imprint Stones, which we knew we were going to get. I wonder if these Imprint Stones are going to be different than the previous BS characters. That would be actually quite interesting and unique. And then we have this trailer. So let's watch this thing. Oh, Kryzalid. Oh, nice. Okay. So they just showed all 3 active skills from Geese. Oh my god. Look at this animation. Oh my god. Freaking dope. Freaking dope, my friends. Kryzalid's super looked freaking awesome. Looks like a full screen animation. And Geese, they actually showed all 3 of his active skills. And those skills are very reminiscent of KOF 14 and the previous KOF games that actually had Nightmare Geese. That is freaking amazing. Oh my god, he looks so awesome. Both of them look awesome. It's just we didn't get to see a whole lot from Kryzalid, but Kryzalid's super looked dope. That thing looked freaking dope. You can't tell me that thing didn't look awesome. And Kryzalid actually already has a really amazing super in the game. We'll scroll down past this a little bit here. And now we get the reveal. Kryzalid is a yellow balanced fighter, and I actually predicted that one. I was actually right about that. But Geese is a green attack. And this kind of bummed me out when I initially saw this. And something else you guys, you eagle-eyed people out there might have figured out is it says new fighters will be added to the Boss Syndrome Pickup Summon Volume 2. You know what that means, my friends? It means we're going to have 2 banners. We're going to have one banner for BS Orochi and BS Rugal, and we're going to have another banner for BS Geese and BS Kryzalid. And I'm pretty much assuming that because this is the kind of text they put in whenever they put in 2 different banners. They did this for the 7 Deadly Sins characters. They did this for the 7 Knights characters. And I'm pretty much sure they're going to do it for the BS characters. And that is a Debbie Downer, my friends. That sucks. That we're going to have 2 separate banners. Now, for those of us that already have BS Rugal and BS Orochi already leveled up, like yours truly, it's not a big deal. But for a lot of players out there, it is. And what I would recommend to all of you is wait and let people test and see which of these characters are going to be more useful. We already know that BS Rugal and BS Orochi are absolutely insane, especially because of BS Orochi's leadership, and Rugal is just a monster dealing, he just deals insane damage. Plus his 3PG cannot be interrupted, which makes him amazing, especially for Guild Raid. And we're going to have to see if Geese and Kryzalid here can offer those same kinds of things. We got to see how many attack buffs they have, what kind of effects they have, how good are they going to be. I already know they're going to be great, but how great are they going to be? But they look fantastic, absolutely amazing. But I am bummed out that Geese is a green. And the reason I'm bummed out about that is because when I look at the colors, the first thing I think about is the Immortal Dungeons. And Immortal Victor is the dungeon where green has the type advantage against. Immortal Dungeon's the easiest one of them all. I really wanted Geese, and really Kryzalid too, to have a color advantage of one of the more difficult Immortal Dungeons. Now, Immortal Nyx, you don't need a color advantage at all, so maybe he'll be really good there. We'll see. Maybe he'll have Darkness. If he does, he'll be really great for Immortal Nyx. So we'll have to wait and see. But we're getting Boss Syndrome battle cards. We're going to get a new option card called Twisted Truth, and we're getting the special cards. The 6-star Rashomon EX is for Geese, and the Lightning Disaster is actually for Kryzalid. And then we're getting a new set cards, City of Darkness, and it's going to be very interesting to see what kind of effects we have, because in the previous banner with the BS characters, the Orochi set, as I like to call it, really wasn't that great. It really didn't make a big impact in the game. I could actually get more damage out of using the Akane set, although its PG gain is pretty useful, but it still sucks in the Immortal Dungeons. except for Immortal Victor because it has a PG gain instead of PG rate. So hopefully this set would actually have a PG rate if they decide to do something like that. And then, of course, we got our normal BS characters right here. And, you know, they're still going to offer the cards. And this Transcendental Being is the card set I was just talking about. It's a decent set in all honesty, but it didn't really make a big impact in the game. And I never used this set for anything because, again, the Akane just puts out more damage. And you can actually supplement PG gain for option cards. You can actually use PG gain option cards, but for those of you that don't have those PG gain option cards from certain collabs, maybe this set would be really good for you. And then you got the Boss Syndrome Pickup Summon. You can see the Volume 2 here, and this is again another reason why I know it's a double banner. You're going to be able to summon Kryzalid and Geese, right, in this one banner, and then of course summon their cards, the Twisted Truth option card, and the set cards. And then you're going to have the separate banner that's going to have Rugal, Orochi, and then of course their cards as well. And then we're going to get a new Hall of Fame event. And you can enter Hall of Fame screen from the lobby main screen battle Hall of Fame button. The Hall of Fame where you can see the contenders who have ranked highly in the battle content, which displays the previous season's ranking information by content. And this is going to be kind of a bragging thing where we can look at who is the top player in the game, which is kind of cool. Then we got the new Imprint Stones for the new BS characters. And again, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. And these stones are going to be obtained the same way that they were obtained from the previous BS banner. Those of you that weren't playing during the previous BS banner months ago, back in December, I believe it was, or November, whenever you get the character and you start leveling them up, like you get the character and then you get a memory for them, you'll be able to get an Imprint Stone for them. When you get 2 memories, you'll be able to get 2 Imprint Stones for them. When you get 3 memories, you'll be able to level them up to, you'll be able to get 3 Imprint Stones for them. So this is going to work out the exact same way for these new BS characters, which is actually really good. And then the Imprint Stone can be obtained from the Boss Syndrome Plus Imprint Stone Selection Box, Volume 2, that is available by awakening the new Boss Syndrome fighters, and that's what I just talked about. And then these Imprint Stones may be available from new events, content, and purchasable items in the future. So that's letting us know that if you don't get the Imprint Stones for some reason, they might be available in the future through other means. And then you got the new Imprint Stone can be attained through the Boss Syndrome Fighter Awaken event mission. This Imprint Stone may be available for new events, content, and purchasable items in the future. So that's actually really interesting to me. I would think that the Imprint Stones for the original BS characters, Rugal and Orochi, you're still going to be able to get their memories, and you're still going to probably get Imprint Stones for them. I know that's going to be the case for Geese and Kryzalid, but I really would think it would be the case for Rugal and Orochi. It just wouldn't make no sense if they didn't do that. And then you got new events, Rush Dungeon, Dimensional Advent Dungeon, Fighter Selection Super Mission, and Spring Login Streak Bonus. And then we got new packages in here. I'm not really going to go into the packages at all. And we are going to be getting extra inventory slots. And this is fine, right? Right now we have 1,500 existing slots for battle cards. They're going to put it up to 2,000. And then we have 500 slots for Imprint Stones, and they're going to put it up to 600. This is really just a band-aid for what I've talked about in the past. They really need to implement a system where we can actually combine Imprint Stones. This is just a band-aid. And yeah, it's a small band-aid that kind of satisfies us for a little while, but I can tell you all right now that you're just going to fill up those slots and you're going to be right in the same predicament that you're already in. A lot of the veteran players, including myself, have no place to put these Imprint Stones. Yeah, we're going to get an extra 100 slots. Okay, we're going to get an extra 500 slots for cards. You need to give us a way to combine those Imprint Stones and honestly give us a way to get some things out of maybe sacrificing fest cards that we're not using. And then you got system improvements and bug fixes. I'm not really going to go into that. A lot of great news. I mean, I am bummed out that Geese is going to be a green attack, but at least he's attack, so we know he's going to have a lot of damn damage. He could have some kind of dot, and just because he's a green doesn't really, it's not really the end of the world. I mean, after all, you still got Spider Robot, which doesn't matter what color they are. You still have Guild Raid, which doesn't matter what color they are. The things that I'm going to be looking for is dot damage, explosion. I'm going to be looking for, does his 3PG get interrupted by Guild Raid Rugal? If it doesn't, then Geese here might be a replacement. We'll have to see what kind of leaderships they're going to have. I don't want to go into all that, but I am super, super excited. Again, it is a bit of a bummer that he's going to be a green attack, but in all honesty, I don't think it's really going to be a big deal. It doesn't mean that he isn't going to be insanely strong. I'm pretty much betting that this guy's going to be a freaking monster. And Kryzalid here, that damn super looked awesome. And we only got to see one active skill, and it looked pretty fantastic, but it was a grab. But you never know. You never know how strong these characters are going to be. I'm pretty much predicting Kryzalid's probably going to be more of a PvP character like BS Orochi. And I'm pretty much predicting that Geese will be good in PvP, but he's probably going to be more of a PvE character. But we're going to have to wait and see. Let me know in the comments how you're all feeling about the double banner. And I do stream on Twitch from Sunday through Thursday at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link will be in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.